Yo! What's going on? How's everybody doing? You guys see me okay? Got all these fucking lights on. I got home improvements going down. How is everybody? Is the camera okay? You don't see me? Am I looking trim? Am I looking fit? All right. What's up? Sorry for all the hoopla here. I got home improvements and computer stuff and all that kind of hot stuff going on. How is everybody? My apologies for being late. We usually do YouTube lives on Wednesdays. I wasn't even aware that we were on today. So what's going on? That was my bad. My business partner just posted a thing, goes, guys, YouTube live starts in 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, what day is it? How you doing? How is everybody? Good. Good. Ain't that some shit? So what are you guys trading right now? Give me a rundown. How you guys seeing the market right now? Let's talk a little bit. Hey, Harjeet, what's up, baby? Good to see you. Yash, what's up, man? O-N to the T-T. Robert Godolphy. Genesis Vision, okay. Short some futures. Waiting for LTC breakout. Man, you're going to be waiting a long time. I'm just messing. Maybe a long time, though. LTC is the worst. What else? What else? Good. Well, my apologies for being late. As you know, I'm always a little bit late, but I still show up. Let's talk a little bit about some business. Let's take a look at the markets, and then we'll talk a little bit about the altcoin lifestyle, and we're going to get this thing shredded, if that's okay with you guys. And just bear with me. My boy Josh was supposed to install the OBS system on my computer. He's been telling me 4 weeks in a row. And somehow, here we are doing another YouTube Live on Google Hangouts. Do you guys email Josh Mudrick and hit him up on Facebook and be like, you guys are messing up our YouTubes? Dun, dun, dun. Let's take a look at the markets, man. Now, honestly, I'm just messing around with Josh. He was my intern. Now he's our marketing guy. So I like to hassle him a little bit and get that stuff going. Let's take a look at some charts. Let's get a look at the charts. Let's get a look at the charts. All right? Let's whip out that good old-fashioned trading view. So I'm actually short some ETH. So charts are looking nasty, or as they say in California, gunnar. So let's take a look at some charts. New chart, load chart layout. All right, so we've got some crazy little rollover. Whoa. Let's start at BTC. BTC sitting on some big support now. You've had kind of 4 down days to come back and really get this thing going. It looks okay. Like, it looks like it should bounce soon, but it doesn't feel like it sometimes, does it? So what we're seeing with BTC is a couple things. You know, obviously now BTC, after going on such a run, is just in a big, long, fat range. You know, last time we pulled back from 11,000 to 9,000, we had a wicked bounce. Now we've kind of double topped over here as we're starting to pull back. My worry is that, you know, we didn't hold this last low, but we're still fairly close. We have support here at the 200-day moving average, along with some different price support. So there is this level that we have to potentially watch now for a bounce. But in general, you know, there's not anything that you would say like, all right, this is, you know, the hottest thing around. We're pulling back, but we're pulling back at higher than average volume. We need to really watch. Look, it's been 4 down days. You know, if this thing starts breaking under that 200-day moving average, you're going to start to speed up quite a bit. So we've got to be just real careful with, you know, how we do this. You know, we don't want this thing to go south, right? We don't want this thing to go south. And so we've got to be real careful on this. I'm really watching this 9,000 like a hawk. Now, on the other side of things, if you look at the charts for Bitcoin, it's a rare occurrence that Bitcoin itself has like more than 4 down days in a row. You know, even when you've had really, really big drops, you know, you can get like 2, 3 down days, but you always get a pop, right? You know, this is the main time I saw the big drop was this. And this is why I'm trying to be protective is that, you know, when we had the big drop, we had a couple 4 down days in a row down to 15. And then the next day we really got down to 10. And it was like, it was nasty, right? And so I want to make sure that we're not in that kind of mode where we start the waterfall. If we don't hold this area, it's going to be really important. Now, probabilities. As traders, we want to always play probabilities. The probabilities say we're on support, right? A big support, you know, that only gets tested every blue moon, that, you know, we could bounce. The other part is that we are down 4 days in a row, even if it is on that really heavy volume. And Bitcoin itself has been selling on heavy volume forever, this whole ride down. So that's something we'll have to keep an eye on. What really worries me is that the Ethereum Lord, you know, the good old-fashioned Ethereum Lord is just straight in a rollover pattern. You can see this thing is like lower high, lower high. This was the line of truth. Guys, this area here, it was the moment of truth for the Ethereum Lord. You know, the Ethereum Lord, if he was going to make a stand and be a true Lord of the prairie, he needed this moment right here to curl up. If he did that, the Ethereum Lord would have been back in action because we would have broken this trend line and we would have been doing the happy dance. The happy dance, for those of you guys that don't know, is the no pants dance. And if you don't do a no pants dance once in a while, you're not even living. The no pants dance is a mix of dancing with no pants along with a helicopter. I mean, there's just nothing better than that. So the Ethereum Lord didn't want to do a no pants dance. And without the no pants dance, we're just going back down. So here we go. You know, now this thing is really, really off to the races. And we've got to be careful, guys, here. You know, we've got to be careful of this because, you know, as this thing is coming down, where are the supports? You know, sure, there could be some support here. I'm monitoring this 7 very, very hard because if it can hold 7, then we've got some areas to bounce. We may get 100 points out of this bad boy. But if we can't hold the 7, right? If we can't hold that 7, we've got to be just so careful. Man, like we've got to be really careful. You know, if we can't hold 700, we're coming back down and retesting 600 and that old low right here. You guys see that old low, right? She was a beauty, but she was scary. And we're getting back down there. We're getting back down there. So now we're getting back all the way back down there. So we need to watch this 200 SMA. If it doesn't hold here, we're coming into this 600 zone and the 200 SMA really, really hot. And guys, if that doesn't hold, then right, we're looking at supports down to 500. And that's just an area we don't even really want to get into. If you're a true crypto lord, you've got to have the faith in the crypto market. But it's hard to have faith when the crypto market just does a pee and a poo-poo in your face. And that's what's going down over here, guys. You can just see it so clear. This is a rolling pattern, right? That's a rolling pattern. You know, that's not rolling patterns like that are deadly because you have time to just sit and you've got all this time to make your move up here. And if you can't, and those MAs all start to curl down, see how this is curling down? And your moving average here is curling down, and your moving average here is curling down. Well, guess what's going to happen, guys? Guess what's going to happen? The waterfall effect. Boom, 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 boom.
It's just me.
Webinar. So 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. Thing is, we're not really that oversold yet. That's why I think we may have some more room to run. I think we've got to really watch this kind of 600 level if it doesn't hold 700. Guys, this 700 is big. If it doesn't hold, you've got to go. Has anybody been shorting this stuff? I'm currently short Ethereum right now. I'm short with some size on this thing. I've had a couple ads. I'm looking for that break under 700, but it may not break. You know, it may just fart around here because it is down quite a bit, but it doesn't look good so far if you're a true believer. Nasty, right? So now let's take a look at the next one. This is the Ripple. The Ripple is the ultimate hoe of coins. There's nothing that's a bigger hoe than the Ripple. You can see here, the Ripple had this beautiful, man, it looked, it fooled me too. I don't even like Ripple, but let me get rid of those junk here. Check this out. So you had this curling action right here. Broke over the 9 EMA, broke over the 20 SMA. Guys, that's usually a really, really good sign. Mega stroke. You're back. I use Kraken. And you had this nice move. Man, when you get a move like that after a base, that, guys, in technical terms, that is a buy signal. And a really good one. When you base like that, and you curl it like this, that's a buy signal. But it failed. It's a fake breakout. And guys, fake breakouts are very powerful. They have room to fall. When you do a shake and bake, fake and break, that's no buenos. That's Spanish for no good, right? And so that starts to come down. So I think we've got some room to fall on the Rippler. Man, it's an ugly one. Now, all of this can be upended with some good news. You know, sometimes the crypto market just randomly after it falls, some government be like, we were just joking. We're not going to regulate anything or blah, 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 blah. And then you're looking good. Neo. Man, I tried to bounce this damn Neo twice. I had this thing up here. I had to sell it as it broke under. What a little hoe for show. So this is the level that I'm watching here for the bounce. Right here, man. I got an alert set at this 80. And if it can get there, I think that we're going to have potentially a nice buy. Now, the one thing with Neo that you have to understand and why I'm really hustling and watching this one versus some of the other ones. 1 down day, 2 down day, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 down days. 9 down days. Really, really oversold. We get this thing towards 80. I think that's where the bounce is going to come. Now, if it can't hold that 80, right, the old lows all the way down at 64, I mean, you're talking about just a massive give back. The problem with these kind of dumps, guys, the problem with these kind of dumps, you know what the problem is? It's worse in the crypto markets than the stock market. The problem with those type of dumps in the market versus the stock market, which is kind of ever changing, there's more money that flows into it. The crypto market is 99% non-traders. You've got the crypto dorks, some crypto sluts. You got the techie guys, the technology blockchain believer guys. You got the hodlers, right? So you got all these people that don't know how to trade. And, you know, people talk about whales and cryptos. I'm not a believer. I've seen like 3 or 4 good crypto traders throughout my travels anywhere. You know, there might be some whales, but it's not like the stock market where really people are moving like billions of dollars, right? It's just a little bit different. So the problem with the crypto market, when you get those type of big flushes down, is bag holder city. See, every level of supply that comes up, every level of resistance when something falls too far, there's some old lady that's just holding till she gets her money back. Every level, some kid that saw some commercial or saw that Floyd Mayweather was buying some coin and he's just holding. So you get all these bag holders just holding their bags. And so once those charts die, they really get stuck. They really get stuck. And that's kind of my worry with some of these things, is that it could take a really long time to work off a lot of that, you know, supply that's in the air on BTC. The Ripple's going to have supply that could last years, my guess is. There's just bag holder city over there. And so every time we get bounces, it's like they're getting sold off. And that's what's concerning. Now, that can change with just fresh buyers. You know, if the crypto market, which is, you know, say it's got 5% of the population is aware of cryptocurrency or trades it, right? If you can get more adoption, like say now 10% of the population is trading cryptocurrency, you have more money flowing in to suck up the bag holder supply, which is going to be huge. You know, I talk to dozens of people every day. And you know what they always tell me? Waiting on my ETH to go back up. Waiting on my ETH to go back up. Waiting on my LTC to go back up. Waiting on this to go back up. You know, and when there's just a world of people waiting because everything's fallen so much, well, those people aren't deploying any fresh money either. So the current holders and believers and traders of cryptocurrency aren't holding or buying new stuff and trading back and forth and sashaying around like the kamikaze ninjas that we're supposed to be, true men of honor who go out and kill. Then guess what? The market stalls out, and every time you pop, some old lady's just selling her coins. You don't even know what coins are, right? And so now you're getting that. Now, how do you heal that? And you're just going to see this in altcoins even more. How do you heal that? You can heal it via just time. People give up. Like people are like, oh, my heavy LTC bag, I'm selling it for a Louis Vuitton bag, right? You need everybody to sell their LTC bags for the Louis Vuitton bags. So you know what? I'm just going to take my loss. I'm done with this thing. Nobody talks about it. It's done. When they get rid of it, that can happen, but that takes a lot of time. The other way is just we need fresh buyers. You see this in the stock market a lot, where like a stock like that's breaking out the highs and highs, it just keeps going up and up, like a Netflix or something that just goes up for years and years. Like look at the chart for Netflix. At 6-7 years, just goes up every year, 50%, 100%. Like it's wild. You know, I mean, you have stocks like that. But to get stocks like that to keep going year after year, you have to have more news, more fresh buyers, more action, more awesome stuff going on, and then they can keep going. So I think you're gonna see that. That's a little bit of a difference. So just something to kind of keep mind of. Let's go back to some charts. I just want you guys to be aware of that. What I'm telling my guys right now, trade quick. You get gains, you take them. And I'm not a bear for the space this year because those type of bags, they can be cleared out in months, right? The year is just started. You know, we get news out, new buyers out, new products out. Then we're going to have another big run because it's still hot. I saw this in the tech bubble and the tech boom a lot. You'd have wild swings. You'd go up, 100%, and then you drop 50%, and then fresh people would be coming in. And guys, let me know if ETH starts to tank while I'm ranting because I got a whole shitload of this. So I think this is what makes really the space probably run. They've got to go and they've got to make a couple exchanges or brokers or whatever you want to call them that are easy to sign up with where people can deposit money quickly. That's what changes everything. When I'm doing my classes and talking to people, it takes people, especially, people that are not very tech savvy, weeks to months to figure out how to open the damn accounts. It's like, first you got to start at Coinbase, then you've got to move it to GDAX. Then you got to send 1/4 of your coins to Binance. Then you got to send a few to Bittrex. But on Bittrex, you got to sit in a waiting list. Then you're going to go to Binance. But Binance is Chinese, and you only can send coins, not cash. And then you try to download their iPhone app, and it says, Chinese Veterinary Hospital iPhone app. Do you trust it? And you're like, whoa, I wouldn't trust no Chinese veteran with my animals. And now it's on my iPhone. And then next thing you know, oh man, what's up? So, somebody said Kraken's moving? Or not Kraken, but woo, yay! Let's do this. Thanks, Miss Wanda. So those are the things I think we need to see in the crypto space. We need time to get rid of the bag holders, but the best thing that they can do is get one more Coinbase type of exchange. Something like a Coinbase with maybe a little bit better customer service. Where somebody can go in, they put in their name, their information, they sign up their bank accounts, and they get their real social security. It's just like a stockbroker. But within that day, they're wiring money, ACHing money over, and boom, you have your account funded and you're ready to go. So fiat, ways to deposit fiat in another trustworthy exchange, that will bring really a lot of action back into the markets. And from there, I think we'll be kind of really running with some stuff. So just something to be aware of. A lot of you guys have come into the crypto space in the last couple months, and it's more frustrating because you're like, fuck, everything just keeps going down. Well, when we started Bulls on Crypto Street in our chat room, Bitcoin and, Bitcoin and Ethereum were 1/10 of the price. And it was like the wild, wild west. We're like, man, this is the best thing ever, right? And then things just change. But at some point, everything cycles back. It's just we ran up so hard and so high that it's just the bags are everywhere. So that's just something that we'll have to monitor and trade around. But guys, who cares if the market tanks? We'll short the shit out of everything because that's what we do. We're traders, right? And as traders, you know what you do? You put your balls on the kitchen table while you speed chopping carrots, and you take that market down. Take that, market down. Right? So look at this bad boy. So like I'm short this Ethereum. This is a very, very easy, happy-go-lucky short pattern. Right? So we took this thing short a couple times today. So I'm shorting essentially this pattern right here. Right? So anytime you test the level of trend line, so after you get a spike down, right? You test the trend line, test the trend line, test the trend line. When it breaks below, you short that. Oh, yeah. Look at that thing. So now, like, we just in our chat room, we re-added some short. So we had some at 730-ish. And then we've re-added some over here. And we'll see. Dude, we'll see what goes down with this thing, you know? I'm excited, though. I'm excited. And by the way, my guys, start covering around, you know, in the 680s if we get it. Don't be greedy. So that's, woo! The Bulls on Crypto Street crew. You know, make sure. Guys, you can short right on Kraken. You can short right on Kraken. Kraken.com. Hold on. Let me get my Kraken. Account up for y'all. Show you. So like this is Kraken. I actually, you know, this is Kraken over here. By the way, I just covered a few down here at 690. But yeah, this is your Kraken account, and it's pretty cool. Like you can come in and short. You know, like so, like this Bitcoin. If I wanted to short this, it's pretty easy. So like hypothetically, you know, you want to take this thing down. You know, you can go in here. Like say you want to take this trend line down right here, right? So I'm Kraken, like if I want to short, say 1 Bitcoin, right? You can go in and you can do market order on this thing if you really want, just for the sake of doing it. So you sell it. You always want to go and hit this 5 button. And then if you short it, you know, what'll happen is, see, now you're short 1 Bitcoin. And always hit this 5 button. That gives you a little bit of leverage. And then you're good to go. Hold on one second. Let's get a little alert to my guys. Oh, that's all you got to do. I don't know if Kraken has a minimum amount, but man, it's look at that thing go. Oh. Get my chats out. So let's do this. Where do we want to start? You know, what you guys got to be doing, I think that's going to be important, is you want to start Xing out some levels on your charts because this market's just rolling over right now. There's nothing we can do about it except enjoy the ride. This BTC looks like a short, you know, down to 9,000. The CTH is short. You know, this LTC's, if it doesn't hold this area here, this thing's a short, right? They all look like they've got some room to fall. So just be kind of mindful of this. You know, look at that thing. That's your 30-minute chart on LTC. Everything looks just short. Oh, yeah, look at that. Nasty. BCH, bear flag, this looks short. Neo. See, I wouldn't necessarily, Neo's got probably it's down 10 days in a row. Out of all the shorts, This is probably the one that I'm going to take the least, but you know how it goes. Yeah, Jacob, and I'm just more talking about day trades and stuff like that. You know, I'm not thinking like, oh my gosh, you know, we just sit around and we short forever or anything like that. You know, I'm just, you know, showing for the sake of webinars. I'm already starting to cover up my ETH short, you know, as this thing busts down lower. But it is nice, ain't it? Hold on here. Hold on, little mama. So that's going to be nasty. So make some wish lists. Like this is how I like to do things. When the market's crashing down like this, I start leveling out areas that I think would be interesting to potentially buy, right? So if like for me, for Ethereum, right, I want to buy this thing maybe around 600. Bitcoin, I'm looking at 9,000. If it doesn't hold 9,000, then, you know, hopefully maybe some down here. Yeah, so these are just like different areas that you potentially would be looking to buy. You know, that's where we got to go. Look at these type of dips as opportunities. Look at these type of dips as opportunities to come in and really snag something that's cheap. Yeah, Jacob, we could have a little bit more flush in, you know, we could have a little bit more flush in NEO. Look, the probabilities say bounce on this now at some point, but it's only going to bounce when the overall market bounces. You know, like if the whole market's rolling over, then, you know, there's nothing to do. And these things do bounce. Like nothing goes down forever. Anytime the crypto markets had big down days, you know, we've come back and really had big rips. So that's where you guys got to come in. The key to all trading is, do I have ammo to play the bounces? Do I have ammo for when the big rip comes? You know, so you guys want to keep your powder dry and then go into this. So keep your powder dry. Wait for that 600. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So we're starting to get a little bit of this stuff, but I do think probably we should get a short-term bounce in the BTC soon. It's coming. It's just a matter of when. Can we really bide our time and wait for it? So that's all that it really is. So now let's talk a little bit about altcoins. So my preference when the market gets this wild is to just stay away from altcoins. I stay away from all the little altcoins when the market gets like this because the range is so big that it's easier to just trade ETH, NEO, BTC, you know, some of the big boys. And I consider altcoins just all the small ones. You know, I know technically LTC and ETH are considered alts, everything other than Bitcoin is, but that's a little bit lame. You know, this is the year this is the year that things change for Bitcoin. So I consider, you know, the top 10 is like the major coins and everything else, you know, altcoin. So I tend not to trade the altcoins like when the market's really nasty. But in general, like when you want to find the best altcoins to start trading, you know, what I like to do is a couple things. First thing is, you can run like scans on TradingView and some stuff like that. TradingView has all sorts of different filters and stuff to really do. I actually find the easiest way to really start running your scans, because everybody has different exchanges that they trade at. You know, I start going in and I go on like my Binance, right? I go on my Binance account or my Bittrex account, like wherever my main money is. And I start flipping through literally like all the different pairings one by one. I see what has expanding volume, what has momentum in terms of top gainers, top losers. And then I start filtering through to see exactly, what could be in play for potential day trades. I tend not to be one of those buy and hodlers in any type of altcoin because I'm just not a tech guy. Like, I don't sit there and read the white papers. Never read a white paper in my life. I don't care, right? Because I'm just in this to make money, not to change the future of technology. I'm just in it to make money. So I go through those top gainers, those top losers. I'll go and check on Binance and see exactly like what's moving. And then from there, I'll start filtering through and seeing if there's anything that's like a cool pair that I may want to trade. But those are few and far in between. When the market's rowdy, I like to trade the big boys. I like to trade the big boys because it gives me that kind of margin of safety to really, really get going. Does anybody have any questions? By the way, I know a lot of you guys are coming into class on March 13th. So bootcamp class starts 8 p.m. So I know a bunch of you guys are joining us for bootcamp class. Make sure when before bootcamp class starts on the 13th, you guys hit me up with, you guys hit me up so I can send you my chart layouts, my scanners, all my different layouts that I use for charting. That way, when we start class, you guys are really ready to go and you're really having fun. Our stock webinars the last couple days, that's been just monstrous. I know I saw a lot of you guys in there. It's been really fun. Class went extremely long the last couple times. It ended up being, 3-4 hours yesterday. But it was a lot of fun. That's for sure. So Rishi, what's up, baby? So Rishi, a couple things. So let's get into this. So in terms of scanners, for my charting, I just use everything I do is on TradingView. But TradingView is like a website, right? It's not my ideal thing. For the stock market, I do everything on TC2000. I do everything on TC2000, the stock market, and then I do everything on the cryptos in TradingView. I've been bugging the TC2000 guys to get the cryptos on their charts because if they can do that, then on TC2000, you can build any kind of scan, any type of layout. I mean, the charts are just really clean. There's just nothing you can't do on TC2000 in terms of like making lists. You can have modules for different charting and like you can detach windows. Why TradingView, which is the best for cryptos, but why it stinks is you can't detach anything, right? So it's like I got to have like a full window to have like some charts up and stuff like that. I don't like that. I want to see it like this. I want to be able to change around my colors and do all that, make lists, and I want to have everything modular. See, when you have something modular where you can move things around and swap things and tab things, man, that makes your life so much easier because then you can have some real layouts. By far the best tool I spend money on is this TC2000. I've used it for like a decade. As soon as these guys add cryptos, it's going to be a game changer. Ferris, the crypto market in general, why it's going down? I'll show you why it's going down. Dude, you had the run of runs. I mean, people got rich as fuck. You don't go from 1,000 to 20,000 without having quite a lot of pain on the backside. This is called a mania. This is called a mania. And so now that, this thing is topped out like this, it's just every pop gets sold off. That's going to come out. And this is going to take time to work itself off. It doesn't mean, that anything's bad or anything's broken or anything like that. You just don't go. Like when we started trading these cryptos and really like shredding around in this stuff, I mean, there was almost no movement. And the next thing you know, right, you go nuts. Yeah, so for the meantime, probably stay away from the alts for a little bit. Now, there are some that are flying around like every day. I know a bunch of you guys are little experts at, you know, finding a couple of the hot ones. But, you know, for me, not really worth the juice is not worth the squeeze. And I'm having way more fun shorting the cryptos than I ever did longing them. Because when these things drop, they just drop so fast. You know, the crypto, the fun might be over for a while, but they're still tradable. Hey, Shabalin. So, guys, Shabalin's asking, what do you use for altcoins that you can't, that you couldn't find in trading view? Just whichever broker it's at, just look it up on there. So, if it's trading on Binance, chart it on your Binance. You know, if it's on Bittrex, chart it on your Bittrex. For the most part, 99% of the time, right, the coin's going to be there. Oh, yeah. Anybody got any questions? Anybody have something they want to talk about? Come on. You can ask me anything. Except why does it burn when you pee? That's the that's going to be your own problem. This is called a summer sweatshirt, TJ. It's a summer sweatshirt. I get these at Todd Snyder. I have them in a couple different colors. When are we doing a product placement on Brazzers? Why am I going bald? Bad genetics, too much stress. Maybe too many drugs in my life. Who knows? When we buy Ethereum back, maybe low 600s. Hey, James, yeah. Let me get on my Binance account here. Hold on. Binance been giving me all sorts of trouble logging in the last couple days. Hold on, let me get into this bad boy. No sauna today. I just put a sauna in the place. It's nice. Hold on. You know, I don't know if a product placement on Brazzers really fits the family funhouse vibe that we like to throw off. I don't even know what a Brazzers is. All right, let's see if we got out of this thing. Why am I going bald? Man, that's mean. That was just mean. I'm like the Indian rock. Man, Binance has been a hoe all day, by the way. Keeps making me delete my iPhone app and all sorts of shit. Hold on. Oh, there it is. We're in. Ooh. So see, they've been really acting a little bit buggy lately. I know they got a desktop thing and all that fun stuff, but man, look at that ONT. Anybody get the ONT airdrop? Man, I was holding like 1,000 shares in Neo. I still didn't show up. Yeah, I mean, Binance, out of all the ones, they have less probably failures than they probably have less failures than most of the other ones. Definitely less than Coinbase. Yeah, so one of the things to really do is I would go through the 24-hour change. Make sure you set up your charts with your EMAs. Hit the 15-minute charts. I'd shred them by the 24-hour change. And then I'd start flipping through these things one by one. On the desktop app, yeah, on the desktop app, they just all written on the side. My desktop app's been just failing me too. The website one is awful. I don't know why it's, hold on. Let me show you. Let me get the desktop up. Ah, shit pie, guys. You know what? You're right, because I just trading it back and forth. All right. Let's see what my password is. Oh yeah. So see on the desktop app, you can really do some fun stuff. So you can come in here and really shred this thing, right? And you can filter by all sorts of fun stuff. Check that out. So you can come in. I'd go usually 15-minute charts. And now you can really start to see like what's moving around. And what I'll do, what you can do is flag them, right? So like as you see something you like, that could be a hot pattern, first start with the daily charts, because the daily charts give you exactly like what's worth trading, right? Like what's a hot daily chart? Like this is a really hot daily chart, you know? So that's going to give you some things that'll like you can put on your watch list. And then from there, you know, once you have them, then you want to sit there and start saying like, see, like none of these, like this thing may pop up a little bit, but it's not worth trading. See, like this may pop up, but that's not worth trading. See, this not really anything worth trading. But like something like this, because it's a breakout, that's worth trading. So once it's worth trading, well, now you have something on your alt that you could say, okay, this is worth trading. So now I'm going to narrow down my focus to a 15-minute chart or a 5-minute chart and really start digging into for my entry. So I'll start looking for patterns and stuff like that. And I find that's really the easiest way to trade the alts, because then you're doing it right from your broker. And when you're doing it right from your broker, man, it makes it so much easier. I mean, it makes it so much easier because holy shit, like, you know, now you can make your trades right from there, right? So you're not necessarily getting stuck. Man, look at that ONT. Woo! Fuck, you know what? And I didn't have my Neo in a wallet. What a little hope. That's nice. Oh yeah, that's Miss Wanda. That's Miss Wanda. She's here all day. She's cooks and cleans and does all that stuff. Anybody got anything to say? Speak now or forever hold your peace. As you know, I always got a 6 o'clock. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, casino. We're just kidding around, man. Don't worry about that. All right, cool. Guys, if anybody's coming into bootcamp class on March 13th, just email me if you're getting caught behind or you need the layouts or anything. If any of you guys got any questions, I just put in my email right there. You guys hit me up and do, I don't do any Forex. No Forex for me. Crypto stocks, no Forex. Not my style. I don't plan on getting any new cars anytime soon. That's for sure. One is enough. When you work from home, you don't even drive it. It's such an expensive paperweight. But it's fun to have. All right, guys. I love you guys. I will see you guys when I see you. Peace.